What's up, everybody? We back with another video. Today, we're gonna be making a dunk blocker tier list. All right, man, so the way we're gonna be doing this, SS is gonna be reserved for those people you just don't have a chance of dunking on. You shouldn't even hope for it, man. And S, that's gonna be for people who are really good at blocking the ball, but there is still a possibility for you to dunk on them. A tier is going to be for those people that are really good at blocking dunks, but they cannot match up to the people inside the S tier. B tier is going to be for people who are just going to get dunked on a lot, but you still have a small chance of getting those blocks. And C tier is going to be for people who are absolutely useless. So first person, Albert, into the C tier, man. It's going to be the same way for every point guard. They don't really have good dunk blocking stats, not a single one, man. So we're just going to slap every single point guard in the game inside the C tier. So next we're looking at the shooting guards. Same kind of situation, man. Shooting guards are not very good at blocking dunks. No matter how much power you put on them, you will not see very much success inside of that area. So we're gonna slap all of them into the C tier as well. Now I know the video isn't very interesting at this point, but I can guarantee you it is gonna get a whole lot more interesting once we make it to the small forwards. So first small forward we finally made it to is Ben. We're gonna slap him into the A tier, man, because I play with LP a lot and he just so happens to have blocked every single dunk from a big that I have seen him attempt to block. That's because when you're playing Ben, if you plan on using a dunk build, you're gonna want to put some power on him anyway. And I'm pretty sure LP has a bunch of power on his Ben to make sure he can dunk on those centers and power forwards. So next, we're looking at Greta. We're gonna slap her into the B tier because she's a small forward. She still has a chance of actually blocking those, but you will be getting dunked on a lot with her, so make sure you keep that in mind. All right, next, we're looking at Havoc G. We're going to slap him into the A tier with Ben because Havoc G has enhanced dunk, and anyone with enhanced dunk is probably going to have some extra power inside of their stats. So Havoc G into the A tier, man. Anyone using a dunk build Havoc G has a really high chance of blocking those dunks no matter who's dunking that ball. So next we're looking at Julian. We're going to slap him into the B tier. He gets dunked on a whole lot, man. And Camille, also into the B tier. He's also not that good of a dunk blocker. Martin, we're going to slap him into the B tier as well. He doesn't have a really good power stat. He doesn't have any abilities that require you to put some extra power on there. So Martin into the B tier. But then again, if you really consider it, if you're using a dunk build, Martin, and you slap some strength on there to make sure you have a higher chance of dunking on somebody, then Martin might have a chance of blocking those dunks. So Natalie into the B tier. She's not very good at blocking dunks. Kiang into the B tier as well. This man get dunked on a lot, especially when I'm using him. I don't really have any power on him though, but that's not his job, man. So next we're looking at Katiusha. We're gonna slap her into the A tier because he's a power forward. Anyone that's a power forward is gonna be in the A tier or higher. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. So Lightning, we're going to slap him into the A tier as well. He doesn't really have a good power stat. If he's getting dunked on by someone like a Ranger, Ranger can consistently dunk on someone like Lightning. Nikolai, we're going to slap him into the S tier. He has a really good power stat. He also has a really good block stat. And for those of you that don't know, the block stat affects physical contact when you are blocking a dunk. I'm assuming that means when you're blocking a dunk at the beginning of the animation, that's when the power stat comes in. And when you're blocking a dunk later inside the animation, when they're not cocking their arms back, I'm pretty sure that refers to the power stat. I'm not sure though, man. I'm just guessing here, so don't ask me. So next we're looking at Pinky into the S tier because she also has enhanced dunk, and she starts off with a really good power stat to stack on top of what you get from your gear, assist characters, and cells. Pinky is a great dunk blocker, man. She's also great at dunking on you, so make sure you keep that in mind. Ranger into SS because of his extremely high power stat, as well as him having enhanced block, which will increase his strength by 5% when he is blocking a dunk, and is also going to increase the success rate of you blocking that dunk by 20%. Definitely comes in handy. You're using Ranger. Just make sure you keep in mind, this man can block anything that is close enough for him to block. All right, next we're looking at Rocket. We're going to slap him into the A tier because Teshin Rock, he was explaining to me why he switched from Rocket to Vanessa. He was telling me Rocket get dunked on all the time. He was getting dunked on by shooting guards, man. So Rocket into the A tier. Uncle Kevin, he's going to go inside the A tier as well. When I was using my Havoc G dunk build, every time I went up against an Uncle Kevin, I was basically unstoppable in there, man. Uncle Kevin cannot stop a Havoc G from dunking if you have a pretty good power build on. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. You're using Uncle Kevin. He can't block dunks very well, and if you do sacrifice some of your other stats to put into his power stat, then you will fall off inside those other areas. All right, next we're looking at Zachary into the S tier because he also has enhanced dunk, which means he also needs more power to make his dunks that much more effective. All right, we got Amy. We're going to slap her into the S tier. She's pretty good at blocking dunks if you create a build that revolves around it. Now, Amy, she has a lot of rebound-based abilities that is going to boost up her chances of getting those rebounds. So you can actually sacrifice some rebound to go into more strength. Like she has anti-box out, so if she's getting boxed out, she can put herself in a position to have the advantage so she can box out her person boxing her out instead. So that definitely comes in handy. And you also factor in box out resistance that is going to make her recover faster from box outs. And then you factor in the enhanced rebound, giving her rebound priority +1, 10 extra distance to how far away she can rebound from, and 10 extra height as well. All right, next we're looking at Big O. I know I said these centers and power forwards are going to be A tier and higher, man, but Big O is going to go inside the B tier. His power stat is trash. He's basically just a passer and a shooter. Anything outside of that, he's not really that good at it. So make sure y'all Big O players, keep that in mind. If you're sacrificing all your close shot and all your mid-range and all of your rebound to go into power, you still won't have enough power to consistently block someone like a Big Mike or a Daisuke. Make sure y'all keep that in mind. All right, next we're looking at Big Mike. Straight to SS, man. This man is a dunk blocking monster. He's probably one of the most underrated dunk blockers in the entire game just because he used to be a starting character. Now, for those of you that don't know, the new player experience does not give you Big Mike as a playable character at the very beginning anymore, as well as Maggie, and you also don't get Hoy for free after playing for a couple of days. So Big Mike, he is now a purchasable character, no longer a free character, man, and he is definitely a dunk blocking monster. He also has a dunk grabbing, kind of like grab and block, but instead of grabbing a shot, he's going to be grabbing dunks clean out of their hands after they get a little bit too cocky and try to dunk on a Big Mike. All right, now we got Daisuke straight to SS with that beautiful strength stat, and on top of that, he also has enhanced block. And then to stack on top of that, he gets explosive block. He's going to be getting 12% extra strength on an explosive block, and enhanced block is going to be giving him an extra 5% more strength for a total of 17%. And then he also gets an extra 20% chance of blocking that dunk. He also has a dunk blocking pass. So dunk blocking pass, for those of you that don't know, it is much better than dunk grabbing because Big Mike, he has to get that block off. Then he has to come down to the ground and risk getting ripped. And then after that, he has to risk passing the ball with that low pass stat, and he may get intercepted. So dunk blocking pass, way better than just dunk grabbing. Make sure y'all keep that in mind. Daisuke is basically a direct upgrade to Big Mike. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed this or not, but Daisuke seems to be blocking shots from a little bit further away. They probably fixed it. He was probably bugged all that time, and that's probably why he sucked at blocking shots. But I've been seeing him block from very far away, like Big Mike distance. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. You're using Daisuke. I feel like they fixed his shot blocking. Test that out, and then drop it inside the comments and let me know. All right, now we got Emma. We're going to slap her into the A tier. Now, I used to think no matter how much power you put on her, she was going to be trash at blocking dunks. But there's a guy named, I think it's I Lurk or Stop Lurking or something like that. He used to be inside DBP. DBP. But then that club got disbanded when drugs stopped playing. And then he ended up creating a new club. But he was inside of there. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. No, it's I Lurk. I Lurk B. I'm not going to say the word, man. I don't want to get demonetized. But he plays a lot of Emma these days. And he was blocking centers and power forwards left and right. It's very rare I even see anyone dunk on him no matter who he's using. So next we got Howie. We're going to slap him into the S tier. I want to put him inside SS, but I have a bunch of power on my Howie, and I'm still getting dunked on by Rangers. I'm still getting dunked on by Nikolais and Pinkies, man. Not much I can do about it, but we're going to slap him into the S tier because he has enhanced dunk, which means you got to put some more power on this man. It's very rare you see a Howie that's just running a dunk build, but it's definitely a possibility, and if they just so happen to put more power on him, then they have a higher chance of blocking those dunks. All right, now we're looking at Vanessa. Straight to SS, man. She has a really good power stat. She doesn't have any abilities to increase her chance of blocking those dunks. I don't think she has enhanced block. I might have to go back and look, man, so don't quote me on that. But Vanessa, she has a really good strength stat. She's also a really good rebounder. She's also a really good dunker. Vanessa can literally do it all, man. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. So next, we're looking at Victor. We're going to slap him in the SS as well. He also has a really good power stat. It's hard to dunk on a Victor with a good build, man. I've seen Victors all over the place. They are not afraid of very much when it comes down to someone trying to dunk on them. So this is my tier list. If anyone disagrees with anything I said or feels like a person should be inside of a different slot, make sure you let me know, man. Just make sure you're being respectful about it. Let me know why you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong. That's it. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.